It's the Ali Mac and Co podcast. Ali Mac and Co podcast.
It's the first proper episode of Ali Mac and Co. My name is Ali Mac. Hello. This is a podcast where I've got together with some of my mates, and today's guest is Abs. Hello, Abs.
Hey there, Ali.
So before we get into it, if you are listening on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button or the thumbs down button, whatever you prefer. And you can hit us up on socials as well, Twitter and Instagram at Ali Mac and Co. And we're also on iTunes, Spotify, and all the other ones. Abs, thanks for coming in today, man.
All good?
So the reason why I've got you in is because this is your... I want to talk to you about your level of, or your topic of interest, as we clarified. It's to do with health and fitness.
Yeah.
Okay. You had an impact on me after the pandemic. Over the pandemic, what happened was I got into a bit of a slump mentally and physically, and I was in an apartment, couldn't really go to the gym, couldn't go to the pool, and I just found myself going into this deep, deep hole. After we came out of lockdown, we met up at the beach, and I was not in a good place. And we sat down for about 20 minutes, half an hour. And in those 30 minutes, you changed my perspective on life a lot, and got me back into getting myself healthy, fit. But it's the way you did it. And I want you to share that with everyone listening, basically.
So no pressure then?
None whatsoever, mate.
Yeah.
By the way, we've got Cindy, the producer, over there.
Cindy, how are you?
Hello.
Are we keeping the name of Cindy? Is this the weekend, right?
This is a nickname that Matt came up with himself,
Gonna have to stick.
and it's stuck, unfortunately. So for everyone else, it's Sid.
Yeah, we're going to stick with Cindy, right?
Yeah. So it's Saturday, it's Cindy.
Yeah.
Look, you and everyone else, including myself, lockdown was just an absolute disaster for us all, right? I remember the first week of lockdown, I went and bought weights. I was training probably 5 or 6 days a week, just leading up to lockdown. I wasn't working for a little while, so I think I might be doing twice a day, like hitting the yoga and then weights in the afternoon, something like that. So doing quite a lot. And then lockdown came, and life just changed for everyone, right? Yeah. So I remember buying weights, found some weights online, got them delivered. I think it must have, and they were the old school weights where you got to screw them on and put the plates on, right?
Yeah.
I must have used them twice. And I was just like, nah, there's no point. I had zero motivation. Like pretty much, I'd say about 90 to 95% of the world. I mean, maybe less actually, because there was a lot of online workouts going on, wasn't there? But I was not interested in online workout.
Yeah. Why is that? Because it helped so many. It helped my wife,
people, right? I think
but it didn't work for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me personally, I just want to be in the gym. I don't want to jump around my living room and get sweaty in my living room. I mean, my living room is big enough. It's not that, but it's just for me. I don't see the point in it. I just couldn't be bothered. I was.
Do you think it's because it wasn't tailored to you? Because that's what I felt. Like I followed Joe Wicks, right? And great, he did amazing things on YouTube, and good for him. And my wife followed him, and she loved it.
He had Britain bouncing around their living rooms, right?
Yeah.
I mean, my sister and her kids were doing it, and I think it's great.
Yeah, but living here in Dubai where there's no carpet, it had a smashing impact on my knees. And Joe Wicks, mate, you did a great job, but your workout was not for a 40-year-old man.
I think just for me personally, I just don't like that. That's not the way I train.
Okay.
So for me personally, it didn't work.
So you're not all about doing the Spider-Man jumps?
No, that's not me.
Yeah.
So look, what happened to me personally is I was eating a packet of biscuits every single night.
Yeah.
I was ordering anything I could. Diet went out the window. No training was happening. And as we were in lockdown for 6 weeks. And as we came out, I looked at the mirror and I was like, oh, geez. Like we were coming into April, May, perfect beach weather, which is where we met, and I was like, I can't go to the beach like this.
Yeah.
And I remember just changing my attitude straight away. And I've done it multiple times. And I think for everyone, it's about find your why. Find your why as to, look, health and fitness is not just about fitness. It's about your health. If you put on 2, 3, 4, 5 kilos, the impact that has on your organs, your joints, your tendons, extreme. You know, your body is not used to that, and you gain that, right? I mean, I think I gained like 3 or 4 kilos over the course of 6 weeks.
I did 8 kilos. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you were ordering a packet of biscuits, I was ordering a kebab, mate.
All
right, and it had an impact, especially on my shins. I started getting shin splints. When we met at the beach, I was in a t-shirt. I wouldn't take my top off because I wasn't happy, and that's where you came in.
Yeah, and I think it's about finding your why, right? So I mean, I've always enjoyed the thought of being fit, and I've not done it for a long time. Being in Dubai, you get carried away with the lifestyle, the easy to order. Everything is delivered to your desk at work. Everything's delivered to your home.
Yeah.
And it's a sedentary lifestyle that we live here.
Yeah. In one sense, it's amazing because you think, oh, wow, we can get McDonald's delivered to our desk. But in hindsight, it's probably not the best thing.
As a downfall, right? I think it's about a balance. You can do that, but it's just having the balance. And I think what I said to you, and it's how I talk to myself.
Yeah.
It's why are you doing this? Why do you want to do this? Like, you know, and I think you were just...
We spent 20 minutes on the why.
Yeah, I mean, because it comes down to people's happiness at the end of the day, and that is the biggest why, you know, and it's, or what, you know, what will make you happy? You know, why are you not happy? Like, why are you not happy? Why are you doing this to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you change something? And I think the minute that you can clock onto this, and this, you know, the thing I like about when we talk about health and fitness, you know, abs, or you're into your health and fitness, it's like, well, just into self-improvement as an overall spectrum. And I think, you know, we're calling this podcast or this series Health and Fitness, but I think it's just about self-improvement, about everything in your life, because it's not just to do with body health and fitness, it's mental health and fitness. I think that's what was a key thing for you. You'd gone through some life-changing things with the pandemic. It changed your career aspirations in terms of what you wanted to do. Which has led you to doing this, which is cool, right? But you had a massive shift in how you were feeling, right? And that played an impact in your life as well.
Yeah, I was on one trajectory to become a pilot, and then when that went down the toilet, I was just like, what do I do now? And I've gone back to what I know best. And I think you helped remind me of that as well. And for me personally, my why, again, was at the time, you know, my daughter was running around and I was like, oh, I can't even play with her without falling over or gasping for it. Yeah. You know, so for me, that was a massive thing. But again, it was just that first step of sitting there and actually saying, yeah, what is your why, mate? Like, what is it? And why have you got yourself into this? Which was a massive changer for me.
So what is it they say is the first step for an alcoholic is to admit they're an alcoholic, right? And the first step to admitting that you're lazy is to admit you're lazy.
Yeah.
And just say, like, you know what, I'm out of control. Or not even that, you know, it's your why could be something, could be different. Look, in the UK around March, everyone's like starts training because they got their summer holidays, right? They're going to wherever they're going, Ibiza, Marbella, wherever, right? Guys and girls all do it. That's their why. Their why is they want to look good, yeah? So your why can be a whole host of different things. From, you know, it depends on your age, maybe your sex, maybe your wherever you are in your life, right? Your why could be so many different things, right? Could just be, for you, it was to feel better, not just physically, but I think for you, it was more emotional as well.
Emotional and mental, for sure.
Mental, yeah. For sure, 100%. And I think that's the biggest thing. If people can actually feel healthier and happier in themselves, that's a huge why. That's the only why I think that's the biggest why, right? The second biggest why is I want to look good. In bikini, swimming trunks, naked, in bed, whatever. You want to look good, you're going to be happy. You're going to be happy with yourself if you can look good.
Yeah.
So I think always being harsh with yourself and understanding what is your why. You know, so many times I get people messaging me and they're like, oh, you know, I'm going to start a diet on Saturday. I'm going to start my diet on Monday. Really want to do this on Monday. Why? Why do you want to do it on Monday?
Yeah.
You know, it always comes back to why. I think probably, you know, my career started in sales. It was always asked the 5 open questions, you know, what, who, why, when, you know, whatever. It's why do you want to do that? Why are you putting yourself in a situation where you look like shit? Like, you shouldn't want to look like that.
Yeah.
You know, if you do, why do you want to look like that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it happened like, so again, when we were talking, and I can only, and I'm sorry to keep going back to that conversation we had on the beach, but when we met, it was a Friday afternoon in JBR, and I said, right, come Sunday, that's it. And you were like, Your first question was why Sunday? And I was like, oh, because, and I just didn't have an answer for you.
Yeah, look, I mean, look, it made sense because we're there, we're having a drink on the beach, and you know, we were vibing, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you gonna wait? Like, why can't this journey start now? You know, the journey, and it is a journey, and it's I think it starts as a journey and then becomes a way of life. You know, for me, it's a way of life that I dip in and out. Okay, like, I'll be honest with you, I had chicken wings and chips for my lunch. Yeah,
Right.
Chicken wings are cooked in the air fryer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a balance, right?
Yeah.
So they're not.
I'm surprised you didn't bring in any Haribos today, mate.
Yeah, well, that was hungover last time, so we're not doing that this time. So I think it's always about finding your why. So important. I can't even stress this enough, yeah? Because once you know your why,
Yeah.
and you're not just doing it for the sake of doing it, yeah? It will make everything easier. Sydney?
Cindy, you got your why, mate?
I don't have a why yet.
You don't have a why yet?
I don't have a why yet.
We will find your why.
We're definitely going to find your why.
Yeah.
I think find your why and then set your goals. Two biggest things I can say to anyone, it's, you know, for me, it's always been, I want to train in the morning because it makes me energetic and gives me energy throughout the day. You know?
Yeah.
Why as well? Because I want to look good naked. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. I want to look good when I go to the beach.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to go to the beach and have to keep your t-shirt on because you're thinking, oh shit, a few extra pounds.
Yeah.
That's not a way to live.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not. It really isn't, because once upon a time, I was a waist 30 and, you know, I could take my t-shirt off and I didn't have a care in the world. And then suddenly you turn 30 and everything changes. And that's no one's fault but my own, because I chose to ignore my health. I thought, yeah, I can still digest things like I did when I was 20. I wasn't playing sports as much. Your metabolism does slow down.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just didn't pay attention.
I think
I
people
fell
are-
into a trap.
Yeah, people at our age, definitely. Maybe people in their early 20s don't really, they can go out drinking 3 times a week and
Yeah.
eat the kebabs and still look great, you know? But there's still the element there of the health. That's not good for your health, but that's not what we're, you know, I think today's episode, I think it's just about getting people started on that first
Step.
step. You know, your point on the beach there was, you know, I don't think you acknowledged it until we actually spoke
Yeah.
on how much it could help. And I said, you know, I literally just said to you, just move more. I said, you know, when you go home tonight, go for a walk. You know, it was nice weather back then. You could just go for a walk. Take your daughter, walk to the park. You just moved to this new area. I was like, take your daughter for a walk to the park, put her on the swings.
For sure.
It would do so much for you.
And I actually did, because I messaged you saying,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going for a walk. Funnily, I'm going for a walk, even if I think it was like a 15-minute walk. And you were like, yeah, good, well done. And then it was just that one phrase that you had said that just stuck with me.
Yeah.
Which was, I don't know, do we cover that in this one, or is that in the next one?
I think look, I think we can leave with that to move on to the next one. So I think, you know, I think we've covered the why, and for me, it's don't put it off until tomorrow. Because what you can do, you can start your journey today. And the thing I said to you was, trying to remember the wording now. It was just make sure today was better than yesterday.
That was exactly
Yeah.
it. You said, make sure today is better than yesterday. So, and I sat there and I was a little bit rocked by that. And you were like, so if yesterday you walked for 10 minutes.
It wasn't even that.
Yeah.
If yesterday you didn't walk,
Yeah.
today you walked for 2 minutes,
Yeah.
you've done better.
Yeah.
And that is you being happy. And that's where the health of it comes in, because that's your mental health then, right? That's you then, because remember the time, right? We're now so far past when that happened, that initial first conversation happened. We're like a year and a bit, right, on from there. And a lot has happened in your life since then. So you probably don't remember how you actually felt on that day.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
Oh, I do.
Okay, good.
I was rocked.
Yeah.
I was actually rocked, because I remember driving home thinking, okay, I figured out the why.
Yeah.
Now I've got to figure out a plan of what I'm going to do as soon as we get home.
Because it wasn't even about your mental health. Sorry, it wasn't about your physical health. It was more about your It's more about your happiness.
Yeah. And but they're so connected.
So connected.
And people don't realize that.
No. And that's why I said just anything that you can do today that makes it better than yesterday is one step in the right direction. So yeah, I'm a big believer in that. Just make sure today is better than yesterday and in every aspect of your life.
Are you going to do that, Sydney?
Soon.
Today, tomorrow?
Start Monday.
Here we go, see?
We'll have him on the podcast about starting Monday.
And what are you going to do on Monday?
I got to work.
Yeah, for me, anyone who says to me they'll start on Monday, I don't believe it, because there's no such thing. If you wanted something, if I said to you, you could be a millionaire today, and you're like, no, I'll start on Monday.
Yeah.
You don't want it.
Yeah.
You don't want it. You know, if whatever you want in this world, you just do it today. Even if it was a small thing, even if that small thing was, you know, you writing a letter meant that you would be closer to being a millionaire, you wouldn't put it off till Monday. You'd start it today.
You start it there and then.
Yeah. It can be something as small as that. And I think that will just take us nicely into
the next episode. All right. So there you go. Find your why. No, it is that. I can't say any more than that. It is just find your why, as in why.
It's literally just, it sounds so easy.
Yeah.
But find out, why do you want to change? Like, or just trying to think, like, what is wrong with my life right now? Or how can it be better? Like, how can it be better? Like, so the reasons why I put about when you want to find your why, it's to look better, it's to feel better physically and mentally, it's to feel stronger, to feel healthier. And the one here is to get rid of aches and pains. Like, we're at the age now where
lower back pain,
stiff neck. You can, funny enough, by actually doing exercises, stretches, whatever, you can actually alleviate all of these aches and pains. And you can prime your body to not have these aches and pains in your later life.
Yeah. You just got to put in the effort, the 10 minutes.
Start with 10. Yeah, you'll soon enjoy it.
It literally is 10 minutes, though. If you do a 10-minute stretch first thing in the morning, works wonders, mate. Yeah.
Feel great.
Abs, thanks for coming in.
No worries.
And I look forward to the next episode, because we're going to be diving into where we can go, right?
Just the beginning, yeah. So we'll start at the beginning. So just
some tips and
just about, just literally about, now you've realized that you want to make a change. How can you implement that change right now?
Yeah.
We're not waiting until Monday, Sid. We're doing it right now.
Got it.
So see you guys on the next episode.
Don't forget to hit us up on Instagram and Twitter. If you actually have any questions, you can tweet us or leave us a message on Instagram. And maybe we can actually get some questions across to you as well. And if you are on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe. iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, what is it called? Amazon? I don't even know anymore.
Amazon Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's
you
cool.
can find us on there, hit us up and with the thumbs up or thumbs down and a 5-star rating. Thanks very much.
Thanks for tuning in to the Ali Mac & Co podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and switch on notifications.